Good afternoon, folks. It's 13:32 and the first day, first month, 2023. I successfully did it twice. Yeah, I just had a video go with no video on it. I only did 5 minutes, so I'll go back. What I want to do today is I want to compare known fireworks to what I call Chembombs and that I show constantly on SatView. So I have SatView pulled up, and I got some fireworks stuff pulled up to show you guys. I think you're going to find it very interesting. What I want you to look for is, like if I pull this picture up here, it's what's left behind after they blow one of these things up. These geometric forms. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. These type things. And there's many different kinds of displays. This is a championship type thing. Fantastic. But look at what's left behind. Okay? Down here after something's deployed. And each one of these is a different chemical. But the cloud of smoke after that goes out all look the same. And each one could have a different property to them. And well, when it's a lightning show going on out to say, I'm not really in the mood for commercials, but we'll play through it. Oh yeah, let's teach them all that war doesn't suck by playing a game. You know, when I look at one like, let's say this, and I'll look up here. See that form right there? Boom, boom, boom. Different ones went out to make these effects. Very, very predictable effects. Okay? Very geometric. Right? I'm just pulling up randoms. Wow. Thank you. Very predictable. That's very spectacular, actually. So what I'll do is I want you to look at what they did over your sky. You can't tell me that fireworks are not extremely advanced and that what can be deployed from a shell can't do some incredible things. And that it can't be done quickly, and there's a lot of money to make the fireworks out there to be had. I love fireworks. I do love to watch them. A lot of times that's coated rice, and it burns as it goes. It crackles. Yeah, they coat it with gunpowder and other chemicals. Let's see if we can get another image to come up. You see like a boom, and things come out, and then they explode. Like this exploded, that exploded, and sometimes it'll go boom, boom, boom. Right? When you get like those grand finale shots, look at the line of, and these to me looks very Chembombs. When I see a line and things have been deployed, and I look and I see geometric things in the sky like that, and all this trail's left behind. So this would have gone, that would have gone. All these could come from a big cluster can do many shells at once. And as you go into the firework making of it, you'll see. And this was that. Thank you there, Mr. Hyde. And I'm going to pop your links in case you guys would like to do these comparisons yourself. It looks like it's working. Right. So as I go over here to set view, I begin to recognize the same things in the sky that I was just seeing on that video. Left behind after the boom and then it comes up, the plume is left behind. And that's what that smoke is called, a plume. And then go boom, 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 go to plumes. And I've been saying it many years. Right, as I look across Australia here and I look in the little details. Well, let's look at this thing here. And let's do it determine. Does it look like a firecracker has gone off over here? Does it look anything like anything I just showed you left behind in the smoke? Like a center with a spoke going out and exploding. Does it look anything like anything that I might see here in any of these videos left behind? I just run it a minute. Wow. Look what's being done. And as that leaves smoke behind. When a big explosion goes off, you see what was left behind before. Boom. You see the one off Auckland last night, the pattern it left behind? I'll show you. See how many? It did all that on the way up. It's not just one. Let me see if I can catch that again. Because that was interesting to me. Right, it's rolling along. 3, 5 down here is ticking. It's ticking. Something comes up. Then it explodes something. That explodes a whole bunch of other ones to make the different colors. Come on, move along. Here we go. Going up. Boom. One goes up and can go boom. And then it could send more up top of it. Boom. Did you see the concentric rings in it? Many different explosions it took to do that. Did you see the smoke left behind? Look. See the trail? See the trails left behind? Those are chemicals in the sky leaving a trail, a plume. I ain't saying it's pure water. I didn't call it a contrail. I call that a chemical trail because it's leaving a trail of cloud in the sky. Chembombs suck. Look what they can do. Isn't that amazing? This isn't a CGI one. This is real what they can do. It's amazing when they can do the letters and the numbers and stuff in the sky. And look at the plumes left behind. Does it look familiar? Seeing anything you've seen before? See anything at all? Look familiar to you? These are the 2020s. You will see clear by the end of the 2020, tell you. The 2020s. They say the truth will set you free. Well, you have to accept the truth. Then set yourself free. Alright? See that there? One in a cluster in the center. With streamers coming up. I'll turn some of these town names off. That's right next to Alice Springs there. Okay? And a lot of these chemicals help propagate waveforms of electromagnetic frequency. There's a circle there, a curve there, boom, 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 boom. You can't tell me that can't be done from a floating platform. I know it can be done. I know it can be done with planes. And I'll show you that as well. I could show you that now. But I've already got a good Sydney loaded up. And I'll show you the Chembombs from plane. Look at what this leaves behind. This goes up, streamers left behind. And that's being done on the ground. But they have stuff you can throw up in the air. It just takes a floating something that you can strap a firework packages to. And this did a lot on the way up. Alright, I'll roll this and I'll try to step in some interest in this. Boom. What was that formation they just did? Look at the boom, 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 boom. These clusters here. I told you to watch fireworks. Does that look familiar? Does that look kind of like what I just showed you over here? I'm just going to do a comparison, you see. When I see stuff like this. Yeah, you have to compare. That's right. You go back and forth. If you see a crazy plane pattern, you better come over here and look. Do you see anything happening in that path? Create a correlation. And you're on your way to doing things that's more acceptable to people that won't hardly accept it anyhow. I don't know any other way to put it. Because this is a deplorable thing. Doesn't it look like it? So anything I just showed you? Or is that the New Year's Eve masquerade ball mask? And somebody's drawing to this and this and this and this in your sky. All this can be pre-planned. All of it's timed. They time it to music even. And these displays that you watch. Like yesterday's Sydney and Auckland. And it'll go over now. I want to show you a couple interesting ones. Look what's left behind here on your right. Over the top of the bridge. Look at Auckland. Auckland had a very interesting chemtrail deployment. It's leaving a chemical trail. It's being done with an artillery method. Whammo. Look at the crisscrosses here. This is coming from a stationary platform. So it's not all EMF we're seeing in the skies. I could show you a different method and offer an alternative explanation. Happy New Year's. It was very well timed. Oh, they could have let it go a minute more. Yeah, been here. Blessings to the fishbowl. Booms. Boom, 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 boom. And they're all leaving trails in the sky. Right there. It's floating on past, going away in a predictable way. And I don't want to know nothing more about the Guardian. So, if I'm right about this, I've done a wild thing. It's going to take me back to, nah, okay, that didn't work how I wanted it. Let me do it again. See if it retained fireworks from airplanes. And I was looking at this here when I discovered that my video wasn't running. You might find this of interest. Am I still running? When I hit a nerve, like I'm doing now, they don't like it. But they hit me hard this week. I'm hitting back. Now, I'll send you a link to this, gentlemen, and encourage you to hit me, subscribe, and like. But what I found interesting is coming. The Gob 109. Now look at this. Coming from under this plane. See this? Can't tell me it can't be done. Can't tell me it can't be done. And I'll roll it at full speed. Ah, Chembombs suck. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have this a minute. Give me a moment. Yes, that's endless meme material. That, oh my God! Chembombs suck. What's going on over there, mister? Why are you doing this? What's up with you? What's wrong? Now, you're doing a fireworks display, and that's what this is. This is a pyrotechnics team, and they're hired to do fireworks displays from aeroplane, from Sydney Charles Aviation Services. Okay? And this is what they do. This is what they can do. And I imagine other people can do this too if they just took a couple pictures of the plane. They can figure it out, man. It's the wrong kind of sparks. We need the spark in people's heads to do that. Ah, I'm so happy. Yeah, that's the fluoride look. The fluoride look. The fluoride look. I'll give him his next breath. This is just horrendous, though. What a technology, huh? Look at the skies above them. So it kind of shows you that they're down low doing this. This is very low. When they wanted something tropospheric, look at that. Leaving a trail. Leaving a chemtrail. Yes, it's a firework. It's a chemical burning. It's leaving a trail. Look at the geometric form, the formations. You'll start to notice patterns, things that you already see. I just want to stand up and fart, but they're not intentionally chemtrailing. He was just enjoying the fireworks show. I don't blame him. Now see if we can find. There was some other ones that I found of great interest. Oops, I don't want that. Let's see if I can put them. No, not this guy doing this. But if you did a bunch of these and dropped them out of a plane, they would do something before they blow it up. How would go horribly wrong? Oh, yeah, have you seen this one? 1,000 sparklers in the toilet? Didn't go well. Yeah, right, I'm trying to find out. No, there's ones that actually use aeroplanes. Lasers, night display, guy going around in his thing. Some of the biggest fireworks displays I've ever seen have been going on. That's when something hit the moon. Look, you seen this? The moon crash one? We're told this happening. People saw this on the ground. What? That was a happening, wasn't it? Was that the bases on the moon hit? Or was that Elon Musk blasted something up there, tested for minerals? Watch this. And many people filmed this. Here comes the rocket. Here it comes. Here it comes. Glowing into this thing. He's going to hit it best. It goes to the other side. Whammo! Put up a fucking... Come on. That looks ridiculous, this one. I ain't seen a lot of copies of it, but I never seen the full nuke go that big. I ain't seen a puff of smoke. That ain't it. That's bullshit. Okay, this is me debunking something. That's crap. How you debunk this? You would take a screenshot of it and then Google it. That's crap. Okay, whoever says that's official crap. I've seen another video. It was bad. It was just a puff. It didn't look like much. Many people filmed it. And you can make one of these antennas and get free Wi-Fi. I suggest you go look into it. So we're going to give this gentleman just the greatest, biggest like, and I'm going to give you a copy of his thing and go back on topic. So this is, it's again, it's Scott. I think I gave you his earlier. But let's just be sure. You know, they can do a lot with fireworks these days. They're very, Council voted against Chembombs. What's happening? Well, you know, they got all the money in the world to put out flyers to tell you to vote for them. But when it comes time to make you have about a half an hour happy, yeah, they'll take that from you in a minute. All right, let's go back. See if we can find fireworks from drones. To some of this tech is pretty incredible. And they was using drone swarms to simulate objects in the sky. Now, if you look from above, what does your firework look like? That's the first thing I think. Something came up, exploded, right, to make the flower. It shot out something else to make this flower. Now it's shooting out something else to make the next one, right? One shell, multiple deployments. One deployment here, one to here. The trail to ground coming from the platform here is only two. God, look at the pollution. So let's run this in a minute. I love fireworks. Boom! I would like to drive through a firework. And one guy actually does. You see what he does with his plane. If I could find this video, I think it's in my history somewhere. Yeah, I'd be brave enough to show you my YouTube history. Why? Because you should educate yourself. I do a lot of debunking. I just did that. Wow, look at that go! Look at that plume go by. Isn't that quite a dramatic thing to look at? Does that look like one of your jellyfish clouds that they told you about? Does that look like one of those that the nose sometimes calls the jellyfish cloud? Well, let's look. Let's see if we can find the jellyfish cloud. What is a jellyfish cloud? Images. Does that look like that? Going by? See that there? See that there? Does that possibly look like that? As he drives through it. We'll go back a bit and we'll let him fly right through the Chembomb. Boom, 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 boom. See, is that... Wow, what a mess, huh? Now that exploded right there. Where it exploded, a shell came up, blowed up here. It leaves, we got a percussion ring. There'll be a lot of crap on his camera from flying through this. So let's see if we can catch it again. Now it blows up, and you see the plume form, and form up through it into the center of the toroid created by the electrical field of this explosion. What did he say? And there's a lot of thermodynamics going on. Does that passively, just passively, if it was large, or who knows how big they actually are, look like one of these? The official excuse clouds. And I call them boom, boom, plume, Chembombs for years and years, and they come up with names and excuses for what explosions leave behind. And I'm just making a correlation here. You know why? Because Chembombs suck. And these are just randoms. Here's another one. Don't tell me they can't do this, because I can see it right here. Excuse me a moment. Up and over, predictable deployments, making square edges, doing this, deploying. What a job, man, driving through a firework. Or is that just endangering a drone? This is going on in your skies. This is falling out on your ocean. Look at the plume. Right here, one of your jellyfish clouds forming. What's it jumping? 1 second, 5 second jump. So I can live with that. See? See the plumes? See the nazification, guys? I'm telling you, this is very easy to do. And a computer can do all the coordination of the orchestration. Because these are very often done with music. I don't know if this one is. Yeah, they're timing this to music. do not own the rights, but that's cool. Boom, 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 plume, float one of them on a balloon. Oh my god. See, all they gotta do is put something like this in a balloon and float it. And they can make smiley faces. These are the shaped ones that are very, that are evident here in this picture. So those are expensive. This is a big Chembomb plume, and it's flying through it. All right, like you see here, over where are we? This is in the Northern Territory. Over here, over the Great Barrier Reef, is not much more kind. Here, I'm gonna click a couple extra frames. There, let's let that run a moment. And we'll see if there's any Chembomb plumes or anything that compares this. Anything look like this at all? Is there anything? Anything at all looking like that? On the Bureau of Morans, accidentally showing us. This is what I should say. Bureau of Morans shows Chembombs. Proves Chembombs are look like fireworks. And the jellyfish cloud is a lie. Because I'll see how many of them I can find. And when you look through the flying part of the fireworks part, you'll start to find the drone swarms. Gee, does that look like anything I've seen before? This mess right here with the 1, 2, 3 deployment and the trailer with the plume. Something new coming out here. See if we can get something. All right? Fireworks, man. Coming from a central platform. Lots of things. And you're up high, so you can reach further. Because the angle of dangle factor. Yeah, the angle dangle factor. And you're getting this in the skies looking like that. Ooh. Let's look at a few more. I'm going to jump 5 seconds. Whammo. Shape charges. See how they're square in certain shapes to make the explosions go where predictability needs them. See it? The vortices are very predictable on these. Chinese are masters of fireworks, and so are the Italians. They compete, and I love watching it. Look familiar at all? The flower of death. I keep showing you guys this firework right here. Constantly. But it takes patience. No, I don't want that. It takes patience to find the fireworks. Constant patience. Do you have constant patience? Or are you just shit? Boom. See the Chembombs being made right here in front of you. This is undeniable that those look like the other stuff that I'm showing you. Right, boom. Another one bites the dust, and chemicals get inserted in the atmosphere. Streamering off. Does it look like anything you see a lot of? Yes. Is that a ship or is something exploding something? Is it a drone swarm? Who knows? All I know is this looks like this. And it causes very severely bad weather. And what's on the cards for this area here over this weeks and stuff is very bad. And I'm going to take a minute to go through that now. I'll get my composure. UK, yeah, we're getting it. Right, you got a lot of EMF going on here. I don't know why it did that. It must have wanted me to show you. So we got a corridor. So everything comes up this way. A blast from Alice this way. Fanning it out to sea here. That station's blasting. You got a ship, or possibly this station's doing it. So right, let's go look now and see what some of the weather that can come from such deployments as just occurred on the viewer within the last 4 hours. So here's what they're scheduled to get. Over here is what I was showing. Right over here is what I was shown. All right, and here's what you're scheduled to get. Terrible weather there. Right where those plumes were. On New Year's fireworks are turning into a weather modification tool that's toxifying the planet with its very fallout. When councils are banning fireworks because of crusts and stuff, it must cost an awful lot of money to do what I just showed you. Cans, you're in a really rough day. Yeah, I told you it was coming. So I gave plenty of warning. There's no way you could say Robert did not warn me this was coming. The totals in that area alone over the next 24 hours is a very heavy amount of rain. Right north, they're calling this, but I imagine access is going to make it a little more south. Yeah, that's somewhat more accurate. Because that's where the heaviest bombs went off, is through here. That's why I said you got to look here to know which forecast to go with. And the bomb line was down here, Mackay. So this is coming. This is going to nudge. Boom. Whatever comes there, this is going to bump. And when it does, it's going to trigger some storms. So that's probably about... The microwave is headed there now. It's going to be a microwave burst. And there is chem up there, so that itself could start to turn. Is there a station here? Microwave station. There again, here's that formation. What's that, the old Chrysler symbol? Where you got a center point and things that go out from it and blow up. You know, things that just... I don't have to pick any particular firework to do it with. I did pick any one of these shows. Any one of these will do it. And this is fireworks. Is this real ones or fake? You got to watch out. There's a lot of CGI out there now, not doing real. No, this is filmed with drone. And this is Alexander Shadow's filming. Thank you very much for your fantastic footage you provided the geoengineering community that you didn't realize you've done. That's what oneness works. Okay, there's that. The jellyfish. You've seen these things before. And I'm going to show you for them, I guess, again. But I really wanted to give you some kind of a forecast. So I'm going to turn that one on. Bye. Wow. Isn't that spectacular? Now, I wish you guys everything you want for yourselves for the New Year's. I really, truly do. Peace of mind is I found in life is nothing to ever try to get. It comes and goes. Look at what's left in the center. See me pointing them out? These plumes get left behind and other things blow up from them. Wow, that's just fantastic footage. Look at the plumes. Look at the lines. The crisscrosses in the sky. The lines. Look, those are chemical trails. Those are chemtrails. Even though that's just fireworks. Yes, you're correct. However, I'm seeing something that looks like this going on in the skies, and I've been seeing it for many years. And because of that, I had to do a lot of researching into things. And what I only legals I could find that allow it. SIGI Geoengineering Governance 111 document. The only thing I ever found is in this PDF here. I ain't gonna download it. I've got this one on phone and all sorts. If I only get 15 minutes with you at a bus stop to convince you, I will pull this out. I'll whip this one out. This is where people want documents, you go right to this. This is an undeniable, totally well respected by a lot, and so I go with it. And on page 13 of this document, sorry, my voice is about gone. You'll see in the first paragraph, just remember, first paragraph, last sentence. Okay? Potential delivery vehicles for stratospheric sulfur dioxide injection, right? That stuff makes acid rain, by the way. Mm-hmm. Aircraft, artillery shells. So that right there covers the method of fireworks. But how would you get them up there? Stratospheric balloons. Hoses suspended from towers And we'd have to look in the legalese definition, the maritime definition of what is a tower to determine fully what it is. A lot of people suspect they're the cooling towers we see, called surface air coolers. That I call them moisture injectors. They steal in your water. And on this document, you will find so many things and effects and that they say are effects. Sulfuric gases with water vapor, and they will form aerosols of sulfuric acid gas. It says it right here, acid gas. May condense onto pre-existing aerosol particles. So you got to have the aerosols up there as a beginning, and that's where it starts getting complicated, but simple. Yeah, every one of these fireworks that you're seeing here is leaving a little particulate in the air, a little particle of something for something to cling to. Aluminum, barium, strontiums, and other things, lithiums, have been picked up in soil samples, hair samples, and around the world for many, 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 many years. And amongst so many other things, for byproducts of coal ash that they make bunker fuel out of, that turns into other things in the exhaust stream of the jet itself. Barium crystal salts that will give a luminescence even when you get near them with your finger. Yeah, they got some strange properties and stuff. Look at this deployment here, making all those. It's such a provable thing. It is. It's so provable. It's right in front of your eyes. It's right up in the skies. And it's not even being disguised. It's just not. Sydney fireworks. Wait, that was annoying, eh? Put the mute on that. Goink. And I don't think I'll see you out with this. I showed this earlier, where it showed the whole beautiful city that I look at a lot. And I can see all these deployments in the airs and the smoke left behind them. And I see very strange, predictable formations. Look at that, like a trident. There's their pyramid in the sky. Does that look like an apron to you at all, anyone? Does anybody see an apron there in the sky? Welcome to our festival of Dionysus. They're drinking stuff with ISIS while we're dying. This is such a shame. As they have these platforms out here, be launching the fireworks. Smaller versions of them could easily be created, and the firework technology exists. What a beautiful Art Deco building. Isn't that incredible? Boom! And over here you got this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chemicalize them. Well, I wish everybody a very, very happy New Year. And just know, certain things are litigated. Certain things I think are really going on. And I know one thing for sure. It's litigated. And I'll pop a link in comments. Right? Artillery shells. You want that a little bigger? Hey, phone people. You want it that big? How big you want this? The truth don't need to be big. It don't need to be small. It just needs to be a fact. And we deserve an honest answer to everything that's being put in the sky. Everything. Before it's done. If one person has an allergy to it, it's not worth anything to do. You know. And well, I'm tired of seeing jellyfish clouds in the sky. Call them what they are. They're Chembombs plumes. And Chembombs suck. Big love. Peace.